Hey seed hunters, here are 10 broken Minecraft seeds with features you didn't think were possible. Seed 10 spawns you literally steps away from a woodland mansion. If you didn't think that was rare enough already, just wait till you see the structure that has generated inside of the mansion. With allays and pillagers roaming the corridors, it quickly becomes obvious which structure has made its way inside. This is the last place I ever expected to find a pillager outpost. I thought mansions were hostile enough already, but this just takes things to another level. You would have never even known it was here unless you were brave enough to enter. It's going to take some real bravery to survive the next seed if you're afraid of heights. Seed 9 spawns you in a beautiful frozen windswept forest. Take a look around and you might just notice something a little out of place. One tree has somehow managed to grow on 3 floating dirt blocks, 114 blocks high in the sky. There's 68 blocks separating this tree from the forest below that it was probably supposed to spawn in. This tree gives you some absolutely incredible views. If you're down for a natural skyblock survival experience, this could be the seed for you. But if you've got intense acrophobia, maybe try surviving closer to the ground in a jungle temple village. Seed 8 spawns you right next to just that. A plains village where a jungle temple has combined with one of the houses. What came first, the house or the temple? Break your way inside and you'll find 2 villagers trapped inside the temple due to the fact that there's no entrance to the temple or the house. Super broken, but I think it's a nice addition. Could make for a great custom jungle house for your jungle villagers. Sometimes when things are broken in Minecraft, they're so cool you wish they were features. Like an outpost in a mansion, a house in a temple, or maybe an end portal in a monument. Seed 7 has a very special ocean, where an ocean monument's entrance has fused perfectly with an entrance to a stronghold. Take a few breaths in this air pocket before following the water that flows down to the stronghold staircase, leading you directly to an end portal. Broken, but convenient. This would be an interesting monument to drain. A guardian farm with access to the end is a combination you never knew that you needed. To be fair, you probably don't need that, but you do need to see the crazy desert temple in the next seed. Seed 6 spawns you on an epic warm biomes coastline with a unique desert village that sits on the edge of a cliff over a large exposed cave. On the top level of the cave, you can find one of the village's farms. Drop down a level further to find something even more unexpected. There's a single village house that has made its way all the way down to sea level and combined with a secret desert temple. This has got to be one of the stranger temple locations I've seen. The entrance to the temple was surrounded by aquifers, which is actually really cool. I love it when Minecraft tries to hide structures underground like this. An even bigger structure is almost completely buried in the next seed. Seed 5 has one of the most annoying structure placements in Minecraft. Imagine traveling 1600 blocks trying to find a woodland mansion, and it's almost completely buried underground. I might fancy my chances at finding another one before trying to dig out this thing. Part of the mansion has made its way into a large lush cave that goes all the way down into an ancient city. Maybe the warden was the reason for the landslide that buried the mansion years ago. Let's go from something underground that should be above ground to something above ground that should be underground. Seed 4 has an igloo basement that is almost entirely exposed to the elements. Usually hidden away, this uniquely broken feature could provide you with a nice hillside base start to your adventure. Maybe give the basement some windows. It's not often that this villager and zombie villager get to see the outside world. They'll have a pretty good view of the surrounding ice spikes valley too. You don't realize how long these igloos are until you see them like this. Speaking of long, check out the outpost legs in the next seed. Seed 3 spawns you close to an abandoned zombie village combined with a desert temple. The temple has managed to fuse with and break 5 of the houses. They were already pretty broken to start with due to being abandoned for so long. I love how this tower lines up perfectly. It'll be a fun little project to connect this village staircase with the temple staircase directly below it. Head for the savannah where you can find another temple next to an outpost with 2 very long legs. These are my favourite type of outpost seeds. It's just so satisfying pushing pillagers off the edge. The next seed is far from satisfying. In fact, it's so broken, it might stress you out. Consider this a trigger warning. Seed 2 has an end portal that has been rendered useless thanks to an ancient city. There's 2 missing end portal frames. This would be such a disappointing journey if you travelled here trying to beat the game. Just walking up the end portal steps could be enough to summon the warden, or maybe even 2 wardens. Break open the walls on the stronghold and you'll find yourself in a double combined ancient mega city. It might have been worth travelling to this end portal after all. You're gonna have to travel a really long way to find the broken feature in the next seed, but I think it's the most broken feature found so far in Minecraft 1.19. Seed 1 has a woodland mansion over 8,000 blocks away from spawn. At first, it just seems like an ordinary mansion, but it's underneath where things get interesting. Dig down under the carpet of this mansion's corridors and you'll drop into an underground jungle temple. This is the first time I've ever seen a jungle temple completely underground, and it's directly under a mansion. It gets crazier. Walk down the steps, take a right, break a couple of blocks and you'll find a skeleton dungeon has also joined in on the action. I never thought I'd be showing you a mansion temple dungeon combination.
Since recording this video, there's been an explosion in Minecraft. Seeds being found that are even more broken than the ones you've just seen. Insane sinkholes are starting to pop up all over the place, and structure combinations are breaking every Minecraft generation rule ever written.
I'll quickly show you a few. Check out this ocean monument which has generated in a sinkhole, causing it to extend down pretty much all the way to bedrock. This feels like something you would only find in the Farlands, and it's only around 800 blocks away from spawn. Here's another one that has no structures this time, just an empty void for you to fill with whatever your heart desires. These sinkholes were a lot more impressive on Java Edition, but it looks like they were quickly fixed. Act fast if you want to try these ones on Bedrock, because they're still working as of this recording. Finally, this seed gave me no choice but to extend this video because it's probably the most broken seed ever found. I don't think there's any way to explain why this seed exists. You've got an absurdly tall outpost towering over a mansion village that sits directly above an ocean monument, and even a stronghold. I don't know how it's possible to have so many structures stacked on top of each other, but there's one man that does. Make sure to check out Cracked Magnet's video which details how this was found. Do you think there'll ever be a seed more broken than this one? It's hard to imagine what more broken than this would look like, but something tells me this is only the beginning. If you're in the mood for more broken structure combinations, check out last week's video where we found a pillager temple right at spawn.